Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Mal and I make Tumbler tutorials here on YouTube. I'm so happy that you're here. In today's video, we're going to be doing another milk jug tumbler. So back at Christmas time, I made a Milk for Santa milk jug tumbler, but I wanted to make one that was just a regular one, not holiday themed. So we're going to be using the larger size milk jug from Craft Haven. And I thought this turned out really cute. It's just a fun little, very easy design. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. So this is more of a just kind of fun, inspirational kind of idea video. I really hope that you enjoy it. If you do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below. Let me know what you think in the comments. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below as well. It is the first of the month, so I do want to remind you that if you are thinking about joining my Patreon group made by MANIANDMAL Elite, the first of the month is the best time to sign up so you get the full month of benefits. We do a ton of fun stuff in the group. I go live every single Monday night. I give out SVGs every single month. We have fun activities like cup swaps and we do a challenge, and we're adding more and more benefits as the months go along. So if you would like to join, the link is down in the description, or you can go to patreon.com/mbmmelite. I would love to have you in the group. Okay, I think that's it. I really hope that you enjoy the video. Let's go. We're using a 17-ounce milk jug from Craft Haven, and I've put it on this rod. I've got a small little foam piece that I shoved into this opening, and I'm going to take some electrical tape and tape off maybe like a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch up at the top, just so we have enough room for our lid to screw on at the very end. And this is also going to help that foam piece stay in place as well. So now I'm going to go right into my base painting. I'm going to use metallic gold from Rustoleum. There's my coat. Once it's dry, I'm going to glitter the cup. I'm using Broken Dreams from PDB. Look at that glitter. It has so much going on. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I'm using my Crystalac glitter glue to apply my glitter. Of course, you can use any adhesive that you like. If you prefer the epoxy method, the glitter glue, Mod Podge, anything works. Whatever you prefer is fine. And I'm going to coat the entire cup with this Broken Dreams glitter. It's just so pretty. I just can't. It's so pretty. So once I've got this all covered, I'm going to let it sit for 2 hours to dry completely. And once it's dry, I'm going to seal it with the same Crystalac glitter glue. I always say this is a step that you don't have to take. It's an optional step, but I prefer to do it because it helps my glitter lie flat and it makes my epoxying process much easier. But if you don't want to seal your glitter, you can just jump right into epoxy. For my first coat of epoxy, I'm taking about 15 to 20 milliliters of a little extra ink epoxy and just doing an even coat all over the cup. And then don't forget to remove your tape. I did on my second coat of epoxy. I forgot to remove my tape, so once my second coat was cured, I tried to pull my tape off and a little bit of it was cured under the epoxy. So I'm going to show you how you can get rid of that if you forget to remove your tape. I'm taking my heat gun and I'm going to heat up just this little area where that tape is, and then take my craft knife and very carefully cut where the tape is lying down, so you can see there. And then I'm just going to use my knife to help me pick up that tape and the epoxy, and there we go. We've got a clean line. Tape is removed. Now we're ready to put on our cow print. So I have this sheet of cow print that I got in a Banff Custom Creation subscription box, so I'm going to use that, but you can definitely cut out your black cow spots or cow print just out of regular vinyl. There are tons of SVGs on Etsy and Creative Fabrica if you want to go that route. So I'm going to cut this sheet up into little pieces and hand place these spots because this cup has a little bit of a curve up at the top, and I just wanted to place these one by one to make sure that I got them spaced the way I wanted and that everything was smooth and covered. So I'm just going to cut little pieces. Sometimes I cut 2 at a time, 3 at a time, 1 at a time, and I'm just going to hand place these until we have the entire cup covered in cow print. Once you've got all of your spots on, you'll want to add a thin coat of epoxy to give us a smooth surface for the next step. I did about 10 milliliters, and now we're ready to go in and add our white decal layer. So I bought a really cute water slide image of this kind of like glamorous, sassy cow, and I made a duplicate of it and then just cut it out of plain white vinyl so that we can layer our clear water slide on top and make the image pop. I also added a cute little decal at the bottom that says mood, like sassy cow, mood, cow moo. I'm so stupid, but anyway, I made the offset in white, and then the main decal I just did in a cute little soft pink to match our water slide image. I popped any bubbles in the decal with my craft knife and then added a thin coat of epoxy to shine my cup surface up and get us ready for this cow water slide. How cute is this cow with her little heart sunglasses and flower crown? I love her. So I am going to put my water slide into a bowl with warm water. I did seal this with 3 coats of matte clear spray from Rustoleum, and once the decal is sliding off the backing easily, I know it's ready to be applied to the cup. I'm going to make sure that my surface is wet throughout this entire process. That's what makes this really easy and makes it a whole lot easier if your surface is wet. To reposition your decal and make sure that you've got it down in the right place. This also helps prevent any cracking or tearing in your water slide to keep everything really wet and kind of movable. Once you've got your decal placed where you want it, you can then go in and brush out any excess water using a dry paper towel or tissue paper or a coffee filter, whatever way you prefer. And now we're going to work on the lid. So I am going to glitter the lid. You can totally leave it plain if you want to, but I wanted to show you how you can glitter it. Now I'm going to kind of MacGyver my lid to my turner arm. I have an MH turner with 3/4 inch PVC like turner arms, and I'm just going to tape my lid to my turner arm. As you can see there, I did tape off the screw-on portion of our lid so we don't get any epoxy there. And I'm just going to take some blue painter's tape and try to keep this as straight as possible while I take my tape around and just tape this to the end of my arm. This was the easiest solution I found for getting this onto my turner. If you have a better one, by all means, you can use it. You can share it in the comments, but this worked really well for me. In my last video during my 12 Days of Christmas series, I did a Christmas themed milk jug, and for that lid I used UV resin to glitter and decorate the lid, so I wanted to show you a different way that you could do it in this video. I'm going to start by base painting my lid. I'm using this gold metallic acrylic paint and then this rosy beige color from Crystalac. It's their Flippin' Awesome paint. I mix that together with some glitter glue, and I'm going to just paint this on to my lid. Because there's that little handle on the lid, I didn't want to bother taping that off or trying to protect that really in any way. I'm doing everything by hand. So if you wanted to tape off this little handle and spray paint your lid, you can absolutely do that. In my mind, it was just too much work. Once I've got it base painted, I'm going to go in with the same glitter I used on my cup. We're using Broken Dreams from PDB, and I'm just making sure that I have good coverage all over the lid, including the sides and surface, you know, the whole thing. Now, this is a chunky glitter, so you just want to make sure that you don't have any big pieces that are sticking up or out. I took a chip brush and brushed out any glitter that got into the top of the lid. And then I went in with some more glitter just to make sure I had really, really good coverage. I'm going to let that dry 2 hours, and then I'm going to seal it the same way I did my cup. I'm using the Crystalac glitter glue to just help this glitter lie flat to make the epoxy go on a little bit easier and prevent any glitter from moving around. I let that dry overnight, and then I went in with my epoxy. You don't need a lot of epoxy for these. I would say maybe between 1 and 2 milliliters. After I had this first coat applied, I did go in and apply a second coat, so 2 coats total on the lid. And I'm doing all of this by hand off of my turner to make sure that I get the epoxy into all of those small little pieces, like in between the handle and all of those little crevices. So then I went into what I thought were going to be my final coats of epoxy. but this epoxy finished curing. I put the lid on the tumbler and you can absolutely see that big silver line that we left at the very, very beginning. So I decided I wanted to go in and fix that. So I took some glitter glue. I didn't base coat anything. I took the same glitter we used, the Broken Dreams, and I just glittered up there at the top. I totally forgot to film that part, but I did film myself sealing the glitter. So you can see what it looks like. It's not perfect up there. We covered a little bit of that cow print up at the top, but I'm going to seal this glitter in, and then I'm going to add another coat of epoxy over it, and that's my fix. So I would recommend, if you're going to replicate this design, or if you're going to do anything with these milk jugs, you can absolutely just go all the way up to the top with your glitter or your color, whatever you're doing on it. Don't worry about the lid not being able to go on. I don't know why I thought there was a gap. So after I threw that coat of epoxy onto my cup, this is what the cup looks like now. I am going to add another coat and maybe add something else at the top to kind of help blend that line in where I made my mistake. But here's the final result that I had intended. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button down below and make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching as always, and I will see you in my next one. Okay, love you. Bye.